This is a quick overview of my army.
My Tyranid army, Hive Fleet Kathuga. Did it in the Aliens paint scheme. Just to give a quick overview of what's in there. Got one Ripper Swarm. Got two 15-man units of Gene Sealers with Brood Lords. Got Carnifex. Two Molochs. Trigon Prime. I got 10 shooty Tyranid Warriors. One with a Venom Cannon, the others with Death Spitters. I got 6 close combat warriors with rending claws and scathing talons. I got 2 Tyranocytes, one with the rupture cannon, one with the what is it called? The hive boar clusters in the arms. Got an old one eye. Got a swarm lord with 3 hive guard crushing claws. My warlord flying hive twin link devourers with brain leech worms. Another one. I got 2 30-man units of termagants with 2 tervagons. Alongside them, I have 2 scratch-built venom thropes. Give them the cover. 30-man unit of cormorgants. I got 3 lictors, scratch-built, and they're supposed to go ahead of the army for my 2 drop pods. I got my 2 tyrranocyte spore pods with 2 Dimacaran, 1 Horus Bex, and to finish it up, 1 flying hive crone. So that's a quick overview of the entire army.
Okay, this is the Astra Militarum, the Cadian 44th. It's going to be led by a tank commander. He's got a Demon Rust Eradicator as his escort. He's in a Punisher. And then he's got a whole fleet of armored units behind him. These are called the Iron Wolves. The super heavy is going to be a Hellhammer. No sponsons. And then we have heavy support choices. We have a squadron of 2 Leman Russes here and here. So 4 Leman Russ battle tanks with the heavy bolter sponsons. And then the third heavy support option is a pair of demolishers with the whole las cannon and multi-melta sponsons. We got for troops, I got 4 troops choices. I got 2 squads with the plasma, 3 plasma pistol, and they have grenadiers, so they'll have that 4+ save, and a whole heavy flamer on their Chimera. Second squad of veterans, same as the first one, with 3 plasma guns, whole heavy flamer Chimera, plasma pistol for the sergeant, grenadier. 2 other veteran squads with belted guns, grenadiers also. These will be led by sergeants with power fists. And there's also going to be an engine seer in each one of these. Chimeras with hull heavy flamers. So 2 more squads of veterans. So 4 veteran squads altogether. And engine seers will be in here. Back to the other 2, there's going to be a Primaris Psyker in each one of these plasma gun squads. These are the Primaris Psykers. They have their 4 swords and their mastery level 2. Okay, on to the elites. I have a squad of Scions in a Torox Prime, upgrade with the Stormbolter and the Gatling, the Torox Gatling cannon. There's 2 melta guns in this squad, and the sergeant is toting a power sword. So they'll be in the Prime. And then the other part of that Scion's platoon is going to be 2 6-man squads with a melta gun in each one. And they will be deployed inside my fast attack slot. This is 2 Vendettas as a squadron. So those Scions will be inside, embarked in there when they come on from reserve. And then we have the Scout Sentinels with multi-lasers as a second fast attack option. And then my third fast attack choice is going to be the Thunderbolt Heavy Fighter. Just no missiles, no bombs. It's been working pretty hard since the Tyranids came on planet. So it's coming over to assist and try to salvage this last battle. So no bombs, no missiles, just the twin-link las cannon and 2 autocannons, twin-linked. So that's the one part, the Iron Wolves of the Cadian 44th. And then today, because we're in the city, we fortified it, we have a platoon being led by a platoon commander and a Lord Commissar. We got a Commissar in the squad with a power fist. We got a heavy flamer in that squad, a Fox, and a heavy bolter. Heavy weapon team, whole heavy bolter on this Chimera. This is the command tank. Got a squad of 10 Ratlings, help out in the defense. And then we have the infantry platoon. If you notice, it's split right down the middle. It's all identical. I got 2 special weapon squads with grenade launchers. I got 2 20-man combined forces, infantry squads. So there's going to be 2 missile launchers in there, 2 flamers, and they have Voxes. And then we go to the heavy weapon teams. I have 2 with autocannon and 2 with las cannon. So this is what's defending the city from Hive Fleet Kathuga. Okay, we got the first turn movement. Just a quick introduction of what this battle is about. We got a major tendril from Hive Fleet Kathuga. They've pushed through the cold void towards the shield words of the Cryptus System. The Imperium was loath to abandon yet another prime territory, so it was that the Astra Militarum and the Grey Knights joined forces to defend the shield worlds, deploying swiftly and fortifying the clustered cityscapes to repel the coming invasion. Hive Fleet Kathuga was voracious, its invading fleets every bit as determined to devour the system as the Imperium was to defend it. Billions of spores fell from the skies, and battles erupted across Cryptus, from the urban warscapes of Asphodex to the horror-haunted mists of Eros. Before a single day had passed, the Imperium found itself sorely tested by wave after wave of tyrannid weapon beasts, each a living tide adapted to be deadlier than the last. So the Imperium is now under attack. First turn movement. We got the first wave. We got monstrous creatures, we got a bunch of termagants. It's definitely a swarm. The Warlord is on. Going right for the spaceport. Okay, so we got the Warlord opening up right on the shield over here. Twin-link brain leech worms.
Yep. Guess we got re-roll. So we got 10 hits. Roll a wound. So don't roll ones. And I roll. So I got, how many wounds is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wounds.
Alright, so we got 9 wounds. Yep. Okay, so 9 wounds on this 20-man squad. Alright, a lot of failed saves. We got the 4+ cover from the shield, but it looks like we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys dead. Okay, we got the second Hive Tyrant.
Reroll misses. God. They all hit. And 11 wounds.
Alright, so we got 11 wounds coming onto this squad right here. Okay, 11 wounds. Alright, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 dead this time. 4 dead from this round. Alright, so these are the tentaclids from the Hive Crone.
He missed both, but they have seeking, so he gets a reroll. And I hit once. I roll on the haywire table.
Okay, so we got this Lehman Russ getting hit by this Hive Crone.
1 is no effect, 2 through 5 is glancing, and 6 is a penetrate. So it's a 3, it's a glancing hit.
Alright, so we got a glance on this lead Lehman Russ. Okay, so we got the tyrranocytes firing at the squadron of tanks with its rupture cannon.
Yep, 4 is a better. 1 hit. It's a strength 10. It's going to be 13.
So it's going to bounce off the front armor. We got 14 on those Lehman Russ tanks. Alright, so we took a damage point from the tentaclid missile, but survived the rupture cannon.
Joe!
Alright, so we got lucky here. This battery, weapon battery, was able to target this flyer. It is his Warlord. We hit him, wounded him twice with the gun platforms, and he got grounded and took another point. So he's got 3 wounds on the Warlord right now. So let's check for the Hive Crone. The Hive Crone is going to take 6 hits. 1, 2, 3. I guess these weapon batteries are trained and ready to go. Alright, strength 7. What's toughness on him? 5?
Hive Crone is
1, 2, 3. It looks like 5. It's going to be 5 wounds.
Hive Crone is the toughness of 5.
Toughness 5. So it's going to be 5 wounds on the Hive Crone. Alright, so the Hellhammer is firing across, and it's scattered back about 3 inches, but we're going to get, what would you say, 11 gaunts and the 3 warriors?
Yep.
Alright, so this is the Hellhammer round. It's got, it ignores cover and strength 10 and AP 1. So let's see what we got. The 3 warriors. So the 3 warriors will be gone, because they don't get cover. And then 12 gaunts. Okay, so you're losing, looks like 9. Okay, so turn 1 shooting. This is going to be the best we got for the guard. So we had the tank commander. He was able to wound this lictor. The demolishers fired across here and did some damage in this area, along with the eradicator. The eradicated tank fired through. And we were able to kill a bunch of gaunts and some warriors here, right? So that was that. This squad had the first rank fire, second rank fire, and they were able to fire through and kill some gaunts. And then some of the Chimera's multi-laser shots did some wounds in here. The horror specs took some wounds. What does he have? 1 wound he took?
2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. So the horror specs was wounded by some autocannon fire from the heavy weapons teams. These battle tanks were able to fire into here, cleared out some of the gaunts in this ruin. The Hellhammer did the most damage. It fired through and pretty much made this whole hole. This was filled with warriors and gaunts, but that cannon does a lot of damage when it ignores cover. And we were able to bring down the Warlord. So he was First Blood and Warlord, slay the Warlord, so 2 points for him. And we killed the Hive Crone. So that's first turn shooting. Alright, so the guard, we were able to secure objective 6. We have it right here. And the no prisoners, we killed 2 units, the Hive Crone and the Warlord, so we were able to get 2 points for that. Plus First Blood, plus slay the Warlord. So after turn 1, we got Astra Militarum has 4 points, and the tyranids are looking to get their first points. Alright, first turn.
Alright, I'm going to do Psychic. Get my thing. It's going to hit.
Okay, so the Trigon popped up right here, he scattered back. We got 2 Morlocks, tried to come up through this hole. The first one scattered on top of this Chimera, and the second one came up right here, right on target.
And then,
so we're going to resolve these attacks on the Chimera.
Yeah.
Okay, so this tank is shaken. It's only going to be able to snap fire, and it took 2 hull points from the Morlock trying to burrow from underneath it. You got Rippers?
Yep.
What do they do, deep strike?
Yep. Come up out of the ground.
Okay, they're coming up here. We got a little bit of a scatter.
This is gonna be 8. Yeah, so they're gonna go. Mishap. Yep.
All right, so 1 is bad, 6 is they just go back into reserve.
All right, now I got 2 more things here.
All right, so we got movement phase. Matt's finishing up his movement. I'm just gonna start filming from this side over. We got the Gene Stealers coming on from reserve on here, and also these guys coming off the back edge of the table. The tyrranocytes moved up, and we'll be able to fire this phase because of the psychic power. Turbogons moved up, produced some gaunts, carnifexes, and old One Eye, moving up closer to the Tyranid guard wall of tanks. And we got the 2 tyranocytes that deployed the Dimacarons right on top of us. Horror Specs moving up with a Turbogon. This Turbogon will not be able to produce any more gaunts. Those are the gaunts that are produced, coming out. And now Matt's finishing up his movement over here. Got Warriors, Lictors, and the Swarm Lord. Alright, so we got the Twin Link Devour Brain Leech Worms firing at one of my last cannon heavy weapon squads.
Better. So you're gonna have 8 wounds on you.
Alright, so this guy flew over to landed on top of the medical facility and is firing at these heavy weapon squads. 8 altogether? Alright, so we got... Okay, we're gonna roll up the saves. We got a 5+ cover. So we're gonna lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds on them. So there's gonna be 1 guy left. That will be a morale check. Alright, other shooting?
Yep. Rupture cannon's gonna fire twice into the damaged Russ.
Okay, Rupture
He
Cannon.
misses both times.
Firing.
That's about right.
2 misses on the Lehman Russes.
Up there. 2 Death Spitters into that last cannon team up there. So they're hitting on. They're able to skill 5s hitting on 2s. I mean 5s are better. I'm sorry. They missed every time. And the other one's gonna shoot at the same squad.
This guy firing here.
The last game is 5's a better hit. So 2 hit. So strength 5. So 2 wounds.
Alright, so we get 2 4+ cover for being inside the shield. So 1 guy's gonna die from this squad, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so assaults, they can't assault.
So that's the end of the shooting?
No, those guys are gonna shoot that the Trigon Prime has an
The
electric.
Prime, right?
Yeah, he's got an electric shot thing out of his tail.
You're gonna target the heavy weapon or one of these tanks?
Strength 6. I'm gonna go for this, the autocannon team up there.
Alright, so the autocannon team is coming under fire from the bioelectric pulse of the Trigon Prime.
It's a strength 5, AP 5, assault 2. So hitting on 4s or better. Oh man. Got 5 hit. And he's gonna wound. So 4 wounds.
Alright, so we got 4 wounds on the heavy weapon team. Roll up our 5+ cover. So I took 1 wound. And this guy. So the heavy weapon teams are holding strong, at least one of them is.
And yeah, that's all I can do because everything just came up.
No stinger salvos are out of range.
Stinger salvos are 18 inches. Let me see.
This guy might be able to get up here on this.
Nah, 18.
Too short? Alright.
Yeah, just out. This guy, 18. That's it. Everything's.
Alright, so the rest of the stuff's out of range. We did our run moves, so now we're on
assault. Nothing
assault, but nothing can assault. This guy's flying. These guys just arrived. They just arrived.
4, 5, and 3. Where's?
And now we're looking at objectives.
3 is no, not yet.
3 is in the middle, so you didn't get to that one.
5
you have.
5 I have.
So 5 is captured.
And then objective 4. Where's 4?
Objective number 4 is way back here by me.
Way back there. So I just got 1 this time.
You achieved the 1 point. Alright.
You gotta make that leadership figure.
And we got a morale check. So morale check for this guy right here. We need an 8. So we got a 6. So they're going to hold strong. The 1 guy remaining. Okay, we got plasma guns from this veteran squad. They're going to pop out of the back hatch. They're going to fire at old One Eye. First guy will overheat. Second guy, no overheat. So the first guy that overheats, let's see if he dies in the tank.
Oh man.
He saves. He's got the grenadiers, didn't need it. So we got 3 hits.
3 plasmas.
3 plasma guns on old One Eye, needing 3s. So 2 wounds. There's no cover for him unless there's a venom throw. Is there a venom throw anywhere nearby?
Nope.
Alright, so he takes 2 wounds from plasma. Okay, the ratlings are going to fire from the building across at the horror specs. We got 10 shots. Alright. 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. 6s will rend. He's only got 1 wound left. So we got 2 wounds and a rend. The rend's going to bring him down. So the ratlings were able to finish off the horror specs. So what's that, the 3rd battle now that guy hasn't seen any combat? Yeah. Everybody's scared of the horror specs, me included. He was just about to crash into the lines, but I'm not going to be able to stop some of these other guys. Let's continue the shooting. Okay, shooting phase is over. We put the big pie plate right here. We killed 3 gaunts, but and wounded the Turvagon in the center, but the other Turvagon and the Turvagon in the back and this Tyrannofex did not take a wound. I rolled 1. So this guy got wounded by the big blast, from the massive blast, and we did a couple of wounds on the Dimacaron from the shooting over here with the pie plates. Battle cannons, point blank range, we were able to do some damage. And this thing was unwounded. We did some wounds here, but not enough to bring any of them down. And we killed a couple of guys in cover over there, some warriors, a lictor. So that's it. Just got to finish the shooting from this thing. I got some other weapons. Okay, so for my objectives, I was able to get ascendancy because I controlled objective 6. And this guy from the heavy weapons team is a troop choice from my infantry platoon, so he contests. Objective secured that, so he can't contest. Plus he's flying, right?
Yep.
I don't think they can contest. And I got 4, so I was able to control 3 or more objectives. And I rolled a 1, so I got an additional point. So I failed to harness the warp and could not get domination. So that's the end of the shooting. Okay, so we got the movement and shooting. The Lictor moved up. Swarm Lord moved up into that ruin. The Hive Tyrant shot some of the Ratlings. 4 of them died, even with the stealth. The Bioelectric Pulse was able to kill a couple of guys from the 20-man infantry squad here. The Ripper Swarms came out of the Trigon hole. And this Tyrranocyte used its weapons to fire and kill some of these guys on the heavy weapon team. A Stinger salvo from this Turvagon killed some guys on the special weapons team. And from the Fleshboar Hive and some of the shots from the Tyrranocyte, was able to whittle down a couple more guys from this squad, the 20-man platoon infantry squad here, and then also the heavy weapons team. So I got a bunch of morale checks I got to make. Let's start with this one. So we've got a 3. So we're looking at these guys are good, and the heavy weapons team is also good with a 6. Let's move over to the special weapons squad. They're gonna run, so they failed, and the Ratlings also got shot, taking casualties, but they're gonna hold with a 5. So we're going to run the special weapons squad, 2d6, 11, so they're going to go down 3, and then try to evade back through here. So we'll do that movement coming up next. Okay, so we got the assaults. We did all the assault moves. The only one that failed was this Trigon Prime. He failed to roll the distance necessary to get up on here. Our Overwatch fire was not able to do anything. So the Morlock made it into combat here, and the Dimacaron made it over to here. So we're going to do Old One Eye against the Chimera.
So what do I have to roll to hit? Is
3s to hit because of the ballistic skill or whatever it is.
5 times.
Alright, so we got 5 hits, strength 10.
Strength 10 each.
Against armor 10 on the back.
What's armor bane do? It's 2d6
You're going to get 2d6 each, but you're strength 10, so you're automatically going to penetrate, so just by rolling a 1, you know what I mean? So let's see all the results. Now you're AP 2 because of monstrous creature.
Yes.
So that 6 is going to blow it up right there. So you're going to explode result. Let's see how far the explode result goes.
Goes 1 inch.
Alright, so the explodes result is going to only affect Old One Eye, but this tank has blown up. There is, inside there's 11 guys, so you have to roll 11 dice. Strength 4 against toughness 3. 3s will wound.
So 10 guys you said?
11, because I have a psyker in there.
So, what do I need again? I'm sorry.
You need 3s to wound. Strength 4.
It misses. So, that was a 4. So I got...
So 7?
Yep.
Alright, so let's roll 7 saves. See if any of these guys survive the explosion. Alright, we're looking at the Grenadiers. So 2 will die. No, 3 will die. Didn't need the Grenadiers. Alright, so 3 dead. Okay, so the Old One Eye was able to come in, destroyed this vehicle, killed 3 men. So this is the remaining from the squad. We got the Primaris Psyker. And Old One Eye took a wound from the explosion result. So next one, we got this Carnifex on this tank.
Same thing, 5.
3s to hit.
Hit.
And what's his
3.
double strength?
Strength 10.
Bring him up to a 10.
Yep.
So it's only armor 10 on the back.
He doesn't have
so
armor bane because he's what the heck is it? He doesn't have the crushing claws.
Right, but the strength 10 is going to kill it. All you got to do is roll 1. So
oh yeah, but
we'll just roll the AP 2, adding 1 to each result. So this is destroyed results. Nice. So we got no destroyed results, but there are 3 hull points, so it's going to wreck it. So this is going to be a wreck. So Bliss Squadron is now eliminated. Okay, the Morlock came up. I'm defending the terrain, so I got to roll first. I got 1 wound. I did wound him, but he has 1 wound remaining.
You got 4 hits. 2's the wound.
They'll kill.
3 wounds.
So 3 are dead. So we lost 2 autocannons and this man. Alright, let's do a leadership check.
And they hold it.
Okay, so we got a locked combat with the Morlock. Stomping him. He's getting killed.
He looks like he's swallowing Imperial Guardsmen.
Yep. So that's his fate right there. That's what we got left in.
It's always exciting.
Okay, at the end of the turn, Diamond Karen destroyed a tank, did damage to the second one in the squadron. This squadron has been destroyed by the Carnifex. The Chimera was blown up. Explodes result. Guys got killed from inside, and Old One Eye took a wound. There's one guy left being swallowed up by this squad with locked in combat. He's trying to fight his way out. This was a failed charge. These guys are fleeing from the turn before, from shooting. The Rippers came up, and the Lictor came out and over. And he was able to shoot up a bunch of the Ratlings. So this is what we got after Tyranids turn 3. What objectives did you secure?
Oh, yeah. I have 2 cards for 3. I mean, I have 1 for 3. Shit. So I have objective 3. Where's 4?
4 is over by me. It's in the back.
Oh, that's contested.
Yep. Alright, so you got 1 objective for scoring 3. Alright, so we got the score going here. Let's see if I can get my reserve rolls. Okay, we had the 2 Vendettas fired down, did 2 wounds to the Turvagon when they came on. My Thunderbolt came on and did a wound to the flying Hive Tyrant. We shot a bunch of demolisher shells, killed some guys in here. The Eradicator also fired through. Alright, the Eradicator that's in there, he was able to target, get some more shells on here. The Turvagon took a few wounds. And we killed Old One Eye with the squad. We got Prescience casted on it. So a lot of plasma wounds. Took him down. And then we fired the big battle Hellhammer cannon. Right there, I see a big hole. Alright, so the Morlock's coming up. Gets him?
Yep.
Alright, so we got some dice to roll.
So it's going to be 8 guys. I can roll 8 dice. Strength 6.
Alright, so the Morlock came right up on the platoon command that came out and heavy flamered the Rippers. We thought we were safe, but the ground started rumbling. Okay, we got strength 6. AP 2. Whatever wounds will kill.
So, you need 3s to wound you, right?
2s.
2s? Alright, so I got 5 wounds on you so far.
Alright, so 5 are dead. You're gonna have to hit me again because I still got some guys in there. I got 1, 2. I got 2 more guys left.
Yep.
Alright, so the whole squad has been wiped out from the Morlock's double hit. And
They all toughness 3?
Yeah, we just lost our platoon commander. We lost a commissar. And yeah, that's it. But leadership gone. Alright, so we gotta roll some dice here for, what are you, at a synapse range?
Yeah.
So we got the Carnifex in the center.
He's rolling a 2, so on feed he is cannibalistic, on the verge of starvation. He starts going crazy. The unit immediately suffers a number of hits equal to the number of models in that unit. The hits are resolved using the unit's majority strength, negative AP dash. So he's going to take a strength 10 hit. He takes it.
But he gets a save because it's AP dash.
Yep, so 3+. He's good.
So he tries to eat himself and chews on his leg.
And then after that, the unit can do nothing else for the rest of the turn. Alright,
So he can't do anything. He's out of synapse.
that Morlock.
Morlock in the back.
Devour. Driven by their instincts, he hurls himself at the closest prey. In the shooting phase, the unit cannot shoot or run. In the assault phase, the unit, if it's able to declare a charge, it must attack the closest visible target. And then the Diamond Karen.
Alright.
He rolled a 6.
Good.
6 is kill. The bruised, ravenous hunger sends them into a murderous frenzy that follows. This follows all the rules for Devour above, but he gets the rage.
So he's got to go assault that mirror on the Sky Shield. This guy's got to pick because it looks like he's got multiple targets that are close to him. We got 2 Chimeras and then he got a special weapon squad down there.
Everything.
Alright, so we'll finish up the movement phase after we just got that synapse done. Tyranids turn 4. Okay, so the Hive Tyrant did a vector strike and took a whole point and destroyed an autocannon here, and now it's shooting at the Sentinels, so we're doing damage.
4 is better. Not too much.
Strength 6.
I did 4. 4 damage. They got
4. How many 4s? Because those are just glances.
2 glances
And then
2
you got to roll
penetrations.
2 penetrations. It's open top, so you're adding 1 to the roll.
So a 6 and a 4.
So one's immobilized, and the other one's going to not be able to move or shoot. Plus, it did
4 damage.
2, 4, 6 altogether, so 6 hull points.
No, I only did 4.
4.
I did 4. Yeah, 2 penetrate, 2 glance.
All right, so the 2 glances will take out 1 because they only have 2 hull points each, and then the other one's going to take these guys out. Had that out, so one of them is going to remain. That's going to be unaffected.
All right, cool. All right. So the Emperor himself, this squad here.
Okay, so we got Spore Pod firing down into the veterans.
Hit on 5s. I hit 4 times. Strength 5. So I got to roll at 3s, right?
Yep.
5.
No, it's 2s.
2s.
They only have toughness 3.
3 wounds on you. You get your
3 wounds.
Yep. You get your cover
Right.
or whatever.
So I get a they're grenadiers, so I have 4 save. Is it better than 4?
No, I think it's a 5. Yeah, it's a dash.
All right, how many guys?
3.
3. So 3 guys on a 4 or better from their grenadiers. So one's going to die. Okay, so we got the other Spore tyrranocyte firing into the same squad of veterans. We just lost a sergeant.
Twice.
Failed his lookout, sir.
1 wound.
1 wound. So I get my 4-up grenadier save. We fail. So that's just going to be a regular guy. Closest model.
This guy.
Alright, so we got the Flesh Borer Hive firing into the remaining veterans. Who are going to have to take a morale check if anybody lives.
So got that many hits. Now roll a wound. Strength 4. So 3 is to wound you. Alright. It's going to be 6 saves.
Alright, let's see how this works
6
out.
wounds.
AP on that.
Nothing.
So I get my grenadier save. So 2 guys are going to die.
It's actually an AP 5, but you get armor save.
So it's coming out. So it looks like we're losing the plasma gunner. And the psyker looks out. Well, I don't think he can look out, sir. So I have to take the psyker. So I don't think he can look out, sir. Alright, so the Tyrannofex is firing now.
This is a miss, and this 1 hit.
We looked up the independent character can take the lookout, sir, so we lost another plasma gunner. So the Hellhammer's taking a round of the rupture cannon.
Strength 10. Nope.
Bounces off the front hull.
He's going to fire his Stinger salvo at the...
Remaining guys.
Actually, let me check one thing. In the world of pre-measuring we have now. Look at that, he's out of range. Whatever.
18-inch salvo.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that. She's gonna shoot into these guys, okay?
Okay, so we're going to go into the 20-man combined squad.
Hit on 4s. You got 1 hit. 1 wound. Yeah.
Okay, let's make a save. We'd fail. So 1 guy dead from the Stinger salvo. Okay, so we got to roll a morale check here, and this is important because if I fail, it's one of the Tyranid objectives, cards for the turn. So they have a 9 with that Psyker, and they're okay. So Ripper charged in. We did 1 hit, 1 wound, and then when he got his 5 attacks, 4 hit, 4 wounds, 4 dead guardsmen. So you get your D6 consolidation. Okay, the Diamond Charon after the assault phase came in here, killed the remaining 20-man infantry squad from the platoon. So wiped out everybody on the Sky Shield landing pad. He consolidated down here. This Diamond Charon was able to finish off the last Lehman Russ in that squadron. And there was a bunch of shooting. We passed our morale, so we held. Guys moved up. We got Gene Stealers coming up. You can see what's happening here. The swarm is getting closer. And you can see down the street. So we're trying to hold the line here as we're getting into the bottom of turn 4. Okay, we dropped out of flying mode with the Vendettas. We swung around, targeted the Tervagon. We were able to get 3 wounds from all the shooting, and he failed his cover save from the Venom Throat. So 3 wounds, he's gone. Now we gotta roll up and see how many little guys get killed. What do you got, 2 different squads there?
Yeah, 2 different squads.
Alright, here we go. If a Tervagon is slain, roll 3d6 before removing the models casually. Each friendly unit of Termagants within 12 immediately suffers a number of strength 3 wounds, AP dash.
Alright, so this squad, it's going to take 5 wounds. I'll do 5. And then the other squad is going to take... It's going to take 10.
Guy. So this flying Hive Tyrant, he's only got 1 wound. He got away unscathed. We tried to do a lot of snap firing with all the weapons in here. We did kill the Morlock though. So good job to the veterans inside the Chimeras. Killed the Tervagon and a Dimakaran. That was big. The plasma gunners from that veteran tank fired at the Dimakaran behind that big tank before it made it into a mulch pile. The battle cat, the Hellhammer did its last salvo, cleared out some Gaunts and Stealers, but everybody's close now. Bringing the fight to the guard. Top of turn 5. That's it. Okay, so the Hive Tyrant left the table, but Vector Striked and cut one of these heavy weapons troopers' heads right off as he left. And we just did some run moves.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, so now we're into shooting.
Here we go. Shooting. The Rupture Cannon. I'm shooting first.
Alright, so we got point blank range. Tyrranocytes right at the Hellhammer.
Hits twice.
2 hits.
Strength 10. And one's a 6 and one's a 2.
So you got 1 penetrating hit.
So it's AP2 weapon, so it's a +1.
Yep, +1 on the die roll.
So it's a 6.
So super heavies ignore everything except for destroyed explosion results.
Alright, so he just takes 1 hull?
1 hull point.
Okay. Okay, so that's that. Alright, these Termagants are going to fire up into this squad over here. So
Alright, so we got a big line of Gants
we're going to get
trying to hold the building.
7 shots. 4's are better. 2 hit. 1 wound. Need cover.
Alright, so we get our 5+ fail.
Oh.
We're going to try to take a look out, sir. We got a sergeant over there, so
From that ledge.
4 better. Nope. So a sergeant dies. He was closest model.
Fleshing worm just got him in the face.
Alright, we got 1 sergeant left in that squad.
Gene Sealers are going to run in there. They're going to go 3.
So we got the Psyker. He's the last guy from that veteran squad. Last man standing there.
Each. Was it 30 inches, you said?
Yeah. Well, the more you get, the better you can move him over. So we're going to try to assault here.
10.
So he's going to come over here.
And the other guy.
And you want the other ones to try to get in.
He's got. No, he's not going to make it.
So 3
That guy?
inches. Yeah, that won't make it. What about the second guy?
Let's measure it. Make sure so we know what I have to roll. How many inches is that?
7.
Alright.
So a 7-inch charge will get him in. Monstrous creatures ignore that -2. So a 4.
That's it. Just yeah. No,
Alright, so we got this Carnifex that got in. You need 3s to hit. And it's got a rear armor of 12.
It's gonna have 4 attacks. Alright, so roll the hit. 3's are better, right?
Yes.
Oh,
missed?
Yeah. Nothing cinematic to film here.
Yep. Alright, so
That's it,
the
dude.
2 failed charges, and this guy did not hit on anything.
Wow.
So the Hellhammer gets to live another round. Alright, so we had the shooting. The guys came out. We were able to gun down the Gaunts in the street right here. And the Vendettas were able to take out that Tyrranocytes that's been firing the rupture cannon, so he's gone. The Hellhammer fired, killed a couple of guys in the middle here, a couple of Gaunts, some Stealers. And the heavy flamer here killed some stealers. And we got the venom throat, finally, with the eradicator shell. So the eradicator came over here and fired through and was able to kill the venom throat that was right through there. We did a couple of wounds on the Carnifex with the plane, but we couldn't kill him. And we got the Hive Tyrant coming back on, doing some strafing runs. We did one wound on a warrior in here for the Ratlings. They fired through.
He's going to strafe over him so he can attack these guys. Shoot them up. He's got
Okay, we got these guns firing at these Scions.
2 hits with 5s, roll wounds, 2 wounds.
Alright, so 2 wounds onto the second squad of Scions. Needed 4 better to save. And 1 dies. So we lost 1 guy.
Alright.
Okay, so the Gene Stealers were able to assault up here. We got our Overwatch fire, but Flamers only had 2 hits, didn't wound. But we were able to get 4 hits from the lasgun fire and kill 1 Gene Stealer, but they did make it into combat, so they're going to do some damage.
Kill 6. 5 times. Roll the wound, strength 4 against your 3s, right?
Yep.
So 4 wounds.
So 4 saves on the squad. So we have a Grenadier, and 2 are going to die. The Psyker is in the lead, so he's going to do a 2-up. Look out, sirs, and look out, sirs. So 2 guys right behind the Psyker are going to jump up and take the hits. Alright.
Attacks. Regular attacks.
Yep, let me just get this film. So we have all 3 of these units got into combat. The Dimetaron, the Carnifex, and the Tyrranocytes all assaulted the Hellhammer. So we got the Carnifex doing his Hammer of Wrath. He gets D3 plus 1.
So it's 2.
So he's getting 2 Hammer of Wrath attacks.
The automatic
Initiative 10, automatic hits, unmodified strength.
So 10 plus 5. That's the side armor, right? What's the side armor? 12?
It's 13 on the side of that guy.
So that's a pen. And then the second one is a pen too.
Alright, what's he unmodified strength?
10.
10, so he's kicking ass. So we got 2 just from the Hammer of Wrath. Let's see what they do to me. 6s, you need 6s to, get the super heavy wounded. You get plus 1 because it's AP 2 on these. Alright, so they don't do anything, but they got separate glances. So you take 2 more whole points of damage.
How's the regular attack?
Now the regular attacks.
Hit on 3s. He's angry. Alright, so hit 4. And then these are the penetrates. 10 plus 5, 15. Second one's 6.
So all penetrations.
So
let's see for any 5s.
any 5s.
I mean, you need 6s to get a 7 explodes result. Because you're getting plus 1 for AP 2.
Nope. Nope. So 5.
So 4 more glances.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Alright, so he's got 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 7 hull points on that. He has 2 remaining.
So then the Dimetaron.
Dimetaron.
Alright, there we go. So he needs to hit 3s or better. Oh my god. Missed 3 times. And then strength 6. So I gotta beat 15, you said?
It's armor 12 on the back.
Okay, so I need 6s. Nothing.
Alright, and now the Tyrranocytes. Armor 12 on the rear.
What's his strength?
So the Dimetaron couldn't get through. Wait, isn't he monstrous creature?
Yeah.
So he gets 2 dice, pick the highest
What do you mean?
when you assault.
When you do the penetrate? It's alright. I forgot it. I'm gonna go back in time before I roll. Okay, regular attacks.
Well, remember, explodes result does D3 hull
Yeah.
points.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll that. Yeah, 2 hit.
Alright, so we did the Hammer of Wraths off camera. They didn't do anything. We rolled the extra dice
And I gotta roll 6s.
for the monstrous creature.
6s, right?
Yep, 2 dice, pick the highest.
Oh, this is the first one.
Okay,
Okay, so that's 1.
so you got a glance, because it's strength 6.
So he's got 1 more whole point.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, so he took another hull point, and he's hanging on with one hull point remaining. All right.
Depressing. All right.
Okay, we tried to kill it, bring it down here. We didn't do any wounds to the Hive Tyrant, right?
Nope.
So we missed that opportunity right there. Killed a couple of gaunts over there. The Punisher Gatling cannon was able to sneak a couple of shots in through there. So we killed a couple of gaunts. And then everything swung over this way. We emptied the veterans out, did a wound on the Carnifex, and did a couple wounds on the tyrranocytes, the Tervagon, but we couldn't kill it with the Vendettas. And we won the combat with the Gene Stealer. The Primaris Psyker took him out. We didn't get wounded. So now this vehicle did not move, so now we get assault phase. Which one do you want to do first to try to get the glory of the kill of a Bane Hellhammer?
Carnifex.
Alright, the Carnifex is going for the glory. So he gets whatever his regular base attacks is.
3 attacks. Hit on 3s. Hit 3 times.
And then was it strength 10?
What's your
Rear armor of 12, so punching through. One glance is going to wreck it. No pens. 1 pen?
6, yeah, 1 pen.
Alright, so roll up that pen and see what you get. Get the explodes result, no?
It's 3.
Alright,
So it's wrecked.
so it turns into a wreck, it's a flaming Hulk, and the Carnifex gets the glory of that kill point. Well,
That's it.
3 kill points according to
Oh,
rules,
is it?
right? Yeah, well, because it's 3 times 3, 9 hull points, so you're going to get 3 points for that. Alright, so that's the end of the turn 6, and that's where we're going to end it, right? You don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so we ended the game turn 6, and we're going to count up the points forward what it looks like. Alright, so the game ended after 6 turns. The Hellhammer finally fell, and there's a lot of carnage. We had cards was 5-4 in favor of the Astra Militarum. Kill points was also in favor of the Astra Militarum, 18-11, and we had Astra Militarum had First Blood and Slay the Warlord.